Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 4 on the KANDY MAN custom ground metal aluminium sign. Now I left you off in part 3, I'll just do a little recap. We'd started to clear coat the lion's head and we'd clear coated the blue ground metal KANDY aluminium piece. Got them into clear coat. I've left these for a couple of days to harden off. Come in this morning nice and early and I flatted back the blue side of the panel and I flatted back the lion head as well. I'll give you a little pan round. So this was flatted back this morning. I've done a wet flat on this in 800 grit. Went over the centre. Now I left a band of about 20mm around the outside because sometimes when you flat up to this edge, these can be sort of like a raised edge, very small on the edge of the aluminium, and when you flat up you can very easily just burn through the edge. So I've come in 20mm, wet flatted the centre in 800 and then just gone in with a grey Scotch-Brite and just scotched up the edge, basically just to key the surface up because this is going to be re-clear coated again and you want the clear coat to bond onto something. So that's ready to go. That just needs a wipe down in degreaser and then we can start painting on top of that clear coat. The lion's head I've done the same. I've flatted 800 grit on the centre and then done the same again, Scotch-Brighted round the edges just to key it up because that's going to be re-clear coated as well. So that's basically they're both getting like a flow coat at the end when it's done. Now I've picked up the KANDY MAN sign, so we've got the KANDY MAN sign there all cut out. Now this is a 2-part stencil, so we're going to be putting this down, spraying the inner. So the inner is going to be white as you'd see it there. And then you've got the letters that have been, all the other mask has been peeled away, you've just got the separate letters. We'll be lifting these letters individually off, putting the K over the painted surface and doing that, dropping these over the top of these. And then we can go in and we can spray around the outer of the logo, peel these away and you'll have like a sort of drop shadow halo all the way around and it'll just make the logo pop off the panel a bit more. We've got some application tape, 2 pieces for the spray guns. I've got the projector ready to go. So the first thing is to project up the 2 spray guns to scale. So these are going to be to scale and looking photorealistic on the 2 spray guns. The reason why I'm using application tape for the spray guns and making masks is if you were going to try and do a photorealistic DV1 freehand, it just wouldn't happen, guys, because you wouldn't get your sharp edges. With the airbrush you'd get a soft edge and it just looks sort of cartoon. Because we're going for photorealistic, like what's on my bonnet, I did the DV1S and DV1 exactly the same, done the masking on the outside and you cut all the intricate pieces out. So it's a lot of cutting with a scalpel because you are laying in little intricate pieces and spraying, taking a piece away, putting a piece back on. So it's a long time consuming way of painting, but it will get you the end results of it looking more realistic at the end of the job. So the first thing is to project the spray guns up. I'm going to hold my DV1 up and then scale it next to it, put my DV1 over and just blow it up to the same scale. And we'll do the same with the Zagola. I'll just blow it up to the actual gun size and we'll start penciling out. So I'll see you in the first step. Right guys, you've seen it in them little time lapses. We projected the spray guns up, penciled round, put all the details in on the application tape, and then I moved them over to the cut mat and I basically cut round each gun. So I've now located the guns on the sign so it will look like this. So you've got the DB1, you've got the go over this side. Now the next thing to do is, these are in sort of position where they're going to go. This can be moved sort of up or down if need be. The KANDY MAN logo is going to be brought in between the two guns there and levelled up from the bottom. So the next thing to do is get these outer masks, lay the outer mask back over this onto this edge here. So you put the outer mask back on, take this inner away, put these two back on the cut mats once the outers have been put on, and then you have to cut out all these intricate pieces. The cup, all the little bits in the cup, and this will give you your sharp edges on both spray guns. Once these outer masks are on and these inners are away, we can then prime these centre pieces up, because we're going to work off a white base coat, because your cup's white. So we've got a lot of white there, a lot of white on this one. You've got your black on the DB1, you've got your little gold pieces in here. You've got your little bit of like, it looks like an anodised sort of red colour on the Segola. You've got like silver pieces on here, little silver bit in the collar. So there's quite a bit to do. There's still loads of cutting out to do, but I'm just going to put the outer masks on, drop the primer down. We're going to go white primer on this, let that go off, then just slightly knock it back, flat it back, and then we can start doing the artwork. We can start cutting these out, the bits that I need, go from the monitor screen, and we'll just airbrush it from the monitor. So I'll see you in the next step. In them little clips we've masked off, we've put the spray guns located then, put the outer masks on, masked it all off, and then I've dropped some white primer down, and we can go straight off this white primer, not a problem. I'll put the white primer down and then just gone in and just scuffed back, smoothed off the primer on the inside. So we're good to go for cutting these out now. You've got to cut all these intricate pieces out. Start putting in like a jigsaw puzzle, put a piece in, take it away, spray a piece, put another piece in, and just work your way around the gun and make all these look 3D and realistic. So I'll see you in the next step. It's going to be another time lapse and we'll start the spray guns. See you in a bit. all the artwork complete. We've got the Kandy Man logo down. I've set the sign back up. It's going to look very dull, but when you spray panel white over this, it just pops. It really does. So I'll give you a look at it without panel white, then I'll quickly spray some panel white. It's fast panel white, so it'll dry out quick, so you'll just see it glossy for a bit. But that's the finished piece. So we've got the DV1 in, looking all nice and realistic, and we've got the Segola 4600 Extreme. Kandy Man white logo with the halo black around the outside and the lion's head to finish. So I'll drop a little bit of panel white and you'll quickly get an idea of what the gloss is going to look like when it's on. So that's the sort of look you will get when it's cleared. You get that nice shine on it. The guns are looking really nice now. They've got a lot deeper in colour. And you've got your colour change on the lion's head. This shows up a lot more in direct sunlight. When you get you'll get the pearl pop as well. I've took this outside. So that's all the artwork complete. The next stage on this is to clear coat both panels again, get them cleared, let them dry and go off, and then we can start the battening on the lion head. We're going to batten round, make a template, lower the lion head down, locate it up, secure the battens to the back of this, mount the LEDs, and then mount the lion head, and it'll be good to go. Polish and clear, polish the clear, and it'll be all finished. So I hope you've enjoyed part 4. I know it's been a little bit long-winded with time lapses. I hope you can join me in part 5 when we do the clear coating, just to coat the clear on these, seal them off, and then part 6 we'll be finishing, putting the LEDs on and getting it all finished, wrapped up. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, check out Kandy Man's channel, give him a like, thumbs up, and drop your comments on mine if you're liking the content. If you are, hit that subscribe, press that notification so you don't miss out on any more up and coming videos, and I will see you in part 5. Cheers.